Hi everyone, welcome back to Riding with Ree. As you can see, slightly different video today. I had so many questions about the Pivo Pod that I recently bought and how I use it to film my riding, so I thought I would do an unboxing for you and then show you a detailed setup of how I actually use it when I film my riding by myself when I ride. So firstly, we open the box. So when you first get the Pivo, it comes in a box like this, and the Pivo itself comes in this little case and it looks like that, and that gap there where my finger is now, that is where your phone will sit. So it's a tiny little pod, no bigger than really my hand. So that's the Pivo itself. Then you have this remote control. This is what you use to take photos or start the Pivo when you're not next to it, and it comes with its own batteries in the back there, so it's all set up and ready to go. And then you have a set of instructions. My instructions when they arrived were actually in Chinese, but I pinged the Pivo team and they were great at getting me a new set sent over, and obviously everything is on the website as well. So that is the Pivo setup, I guess what you get in the box. Mine took about 10 days to arrive. I am based in London in the UK. They are a US company, Pivo, but they actually ship from China. So it took about 10 days, but this was before lockdown, so it might be slightly longer now. I'm not sure, you'd have to reach out to the team. All right, so that is what's in the box. This is your Pivo. Now let me show you how I would set it up if I'm riding by myself and some of the footage that I've captured with the Pivo. So in this video, I'm going to show you the basic setup of the app, so how you actually get it to start tracking you, how to set it up if you are by yourself and riding by yourself. Then I'm going to show you some of the footage I've captured on the Pivo and answered some of the most frequently asked questions I get about the Pivo. Then I'm going to show you what happens when things go wrong. So what happens when it loses you, how does it get you back, and what that actually looks like footage wise. So stick around. If you haven't subscribed to Riding with Ree, do subscribe. I would be delighted to have you as part of my yard family. And if you are finding this video useful, do give it a thumbs up. Let's get straight into it. When you first open the app, you want to go into that top left corner and connect your Pivo, so it needs to be turned on. Once it's connected, you want to set it up to AI tracking, which is in the top left hand corner. It will be a drop down that you can sort of see there. Select AI, and then you're going to have three options: horse, body, or face. Horse is going to give you the biggest red square, so you want to pick that. And because you have AI tracking set up, it's going to look for movement, and in this case it has looked for the horse, and then it will lock on for you and you can start recording. So you can see the red square there that is following her around the arena. That means that it is tracking her and it is recording, and it will keep doing that and keep moving with you as long as it has you locked in. Just showing you a clip here with slightly more pace. As you can see, it has no problem keeping up with you in trot and canter. I've tried putting this Pivo Pod in several places in my school, and I have found that right in the center is the best place. It follows you all the way around and it can move 360 degrees. Now, whilst my lovely friend Alex and her horse Dexter are doing an amazing job here of demonstrating the Pivo, the question I get asked the most is how do I set it up if I am riding by myself? And this is how I do it. I set it to the selfie camera, I stand in front of it, I tap myself and my horse, and then once it's picked up on me with that AI setting, it will follow me around, even if I move away. This is the finished product. This is all clips that I filmed on my Pivo, and just while we're watching these, I'm going to talk you through some of the questions that I get asked that I haven't already spoken about. So the first one is price. This costs about £75, which is about $105 US, and the range of this is about 20 meters. So if you think about a 20-meter circle, I always put mine in the center of the school. I've tried quite a few locations in the school, and that for me was the most successful in terms of footage captured. Right, so I like it, but is it perfect? The answer is no. I'm going to show you what happens when things go wrong. It loses you or it stops tracking. So right now you can see it's tracking her, it's moving forwards and backwards, but in a moment it's going to lose her and it's going to keep moving around. So it will start rotating until it finds you again if you have it on that AI setting. So if I notice that it is doing this while I'm riding in the school and it's not following me, I will just try and ride in front of it so that it can catch me again. And you can see there it caught her for a second, then it lost her again, and I'm going to correct it for you now just to show you that red square. It's going to pick up on the movement there and it's going to catch her again and start tracking. So if you're riding by yourself, just ride in front of it and it will pick you up again. And here's what that looks like when you're actually watching the footage back. It is so frustrating. It often happens to me when I'm getting on, which you'll see in a moment, because I do go to right to the other side of the arena, further really than I would ever ride. You can see that it spins around here. What's more annoying is that it catches me again for a second. I'm there, and then it spins around again because it loses me once more. So it does one more spin around the block, and then it will catch me, and now it's locked on again, and it stays with me pretty much then for the rest of that ride. So yeah, it's frustrating, it's not perfect, but it is one of the cheapest options on the market. The others are in the hundreds of pounds, so for me this was a really viable option, and I was willing to put up with the little mistakes here and there, but once you get the hang of it, I think it's great. I hope you have found this video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Do leave me any questions in the description. I will check and reply if I can.